Live. Good morning, hello, and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred on this date in years past, both recognized by other historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the smart device application Today in History. What happened today in history?
On thisday.com.
And historical calendar. For links to those
sources...
Yes. The music and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Xander.
I am the Rhombuser.
And I am the lovely who is Alice.
And you, of course, are you. Happy Father's Day to all those out there who either are dads or have a dad. Happy Father's Day to you and yours and all that such. And my dad, the Golden Loon, should be coming in here in a minute or so. Not entirely sure. Anyway,
yeah, when he does, we must all wish him a happy Father's Day.
Yes.
Indeed.
So,
that'd be fair.
Yep.
What?
Today is Sunday, aka Sunday, June 18th, 2023. So, let's see, who wants to start us off in 618?
I think Romulus should.
Before we do, we just got
You.
joined by
Golden Loon.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Happy Father's Day!
Oh, thank you. Thank you,
Father's
Alice.
Day.
Yeah, happy Father's Day.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a fun day.
Yeah.
Well, actually, maybe we should have Papa Dukes read the first one just for Father's Day's sake.
I'm not sure if he can see it. He needs glasses or something.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
I've spoken with him about it before. Like, hey, you know, if you want, you can read off some. He's like, I can't even see it.
Yeah,
He's just
far away.
He's just here for the audience and the ambiance, you know.
He's here for the vibes.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to enjoy everybody.
Yeah.
Well, Romulus, then I think you should start off your 618.
Alrighty. Alright, will do. In 618, the coronation of the Chinese governor Li Yuan as Emperor Gaozong of Gaozu of Tang, the new emperor of China, initiating 3 centuries of the Tang dynasty's rule over China.
Huh.
300 years. Damn.
It's pretty
Dang.
good.
It's a long time.
That's
Pretty good
impressive.
lineage right there.
That's very
Dude.
impressive.
Dude, I also dare I say 860 you should read too, buddy, because there's Vikings involved.
Oh.
Ooh. In the year 860, the Rus Vikings attack Constantinople.
Is that Russian Vikings? Or they're Russian
That might be.
Vikings?
Well, they're mostly Scandinavian,
Rus people.
from my understanding. But I mean,
The Rus were people in early medieval Eastern Europe. The scholarly consensus holds that they were originally Norsemen, mainly originating from present-day Sweden, who settled and ruled along the river routes between the Baltic and the Black Seas from around the 8th to 11th centuries AD. In the 9th century, they formed the state of Kievan Rus, where the ruling Norsemen, along with local Finnic tribes, gradually assimilated into the East Slavic population. Wow, so the ancestors of the Slavs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that is right in the Russian area there.
Yeah, so I guess that's why Russia has its name, because there's Prussia, there's Russia, so there's the Rus people. Yeah. Good
Yeah.
pull, Alex. I had no idea. Like,
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I guess Vikings were a widespread area. I mean, they did go to many areas. Like, it's not to be surprising that Vikings went out to Russia. I mean,
Yeah, they
it's
conquered
only a
Russia.
sea away. Yeah.
Yeah. What
I have
wanna know is-
I have Viking blood, but like we're more so farmers. But we have also British blood. But that's cool. That's a really awesome thing to hear.
So do you have a Viking helmet?
No, but my brother does.
Well, no, like Alice, she has one of those cheese hats, you know?
Oh
Yeah,
shoot, dude! You just shut your mouth right there. I don't have a cheese helmet. I'm not from Wisconsin. Let's get over with this, all right? Come on, man. Like, yeah. Sometimes I wish I was born in South Dakota now, because then you can make that joke.
All right.
Anyways, where are we at? Romulus, you got one more here. Oh my God!
Yes.
Someone put me in a group chat. I had no choice in. Oh.
In 1155, Pope Adrian IV crowns Frederick I Barbarossa Roman German Emperor.
Ah.
Interesting.
And welcome to the show. I'm not going to say your name on camera, but what was
we're gonna call him Tal.
Yeah.
Tal.
Well, he's
Tal. Hey, Tal.
He's Loki's crazy Korean friend.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Anyway, Miss Alice, it is your turn. If you don't mind, can you take 1178? That seems interesting right there.
All right, yeah, would you just unhighlight it for me, though?
Yeah.
I can actually read it better that way. And it's 1178, we have 5 monks at Canterbury report something exploding on the moon shortly after sunset. Only known observation. What? Oh,
What?
so maybe
That's
like an asteroid or something, or a meteorite, like hitting the moon?
it, maybe. Like.
Yeah, so the 5 monks at Canterbury, and so is that in Canterbury in UK?
I believe. Where is Canterbury? Like, I know Canterbury was the name of Richie Rich's butler. I don't know why that's in my mind. Like, it is in England though. So there we go.
Canterbury,
Yeah. Oop, that was the wrong button. Gumball out of context. But this next one here is pretty interesting as well.
Ooh. Oh, in 1264, the Parliament of Ireland meets Castledermot in the County Kildare. The first whoa, hang on, having a square brain moment. The first definitively known meeting of this Irish legislature.
You did it.
Legislature.
Nice.
There you go.
Made it.
Well, was I supposed to do a couple others? I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying to get myself removed from this group chat I was thrown into, and I thought I muted it, but it didn't mute, and I keep hearing my "I'm your Huckleberry" going off, and I'm gonna be maddening me now. Okay. So can I just do this 1542, or can I do 1538? Or
1538, 1540, both of them right there.
all right. Jesus, stop it, phone! God damn it! I'm putting it under my butt. Oh, jeez. Like, please remove me from chat is what I can't remove myself from it. It's text message, like group chat. Like, I'm forever stuck to it. Anyways, 1538, we have the Truce of Nice signed between Holy Roman Emperor Charles V and French King Francis I, ending the Italian War of 1536 through 38. And I just heard my phone go off again, and that's why you heard me get flinched there. Like, I thought I muted my phone.
Oh my god, how this is going crazy.
Dude, I like, it's not like, I don't even know who put me in this.
Who's it from?
No, she's in a group. She's in a group text.
Oh.
So like whoever
Yeah,
else.
it's not like Discord, right?
So she has a bunch of random numbers. She doesn't know a lot of these people, but they're in a thing, and every time somebody sends a text, she gets a notification.
Yeah, and I can't shut it off, and I'm like, dude, remove me from this group.
Oh my god.
Anyways, we're gonna go to 1542 here. We're gonna move on up. We got the Crown of Ireland Act. So, Crown of Ireland Act in 1542 was passed in the Parliament of Ireland. It gives English King Henry VIII, or is that the 9th?
8th.
Yeah, it looks like there's 4 there, though.
No, there's not. If it was 9, it would be IX.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, yeah, the 8th. The title, King of Ireland. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Also the man that, beheaded so many women of so many queens.
Yeah.
Right, that's King Henry. He was, the beheader.
Yes, he is. Well, he's
Oh,
a beheader,
good.
and he divorced a lot of his wives, imprisoned a lot of his wives.
Nice
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Created his own church, broke away from the Vatican.
Yeah.
Extremely, what's the word, haram? You know?
Oh, okay.
Essentially.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I know I'm mixing religions there.
It's a bit.
But we got
Thanks
here,
a lot for the text, Xander.
We got here in 1583, Richard Martin of London took out the first life insurance policy on William Gibbons. The premium was £383. Alright.
Oh.
First life insurance policy, alright. Moving on up to 1629, we have the sea battle at Dungeness. Pétion defeated the Dunkirkers, commerce raiders in the service of the Spanish monarchy. Oh, okay, so like essentially pirates, privateers. So, okay. What else do we have here? 1682, English Quaker William Penn founded Philadelphia in the Pennsylvania colony. Happy birthday, Philadelphia. I know a couple people who live... Actually, I think both people I know who live out there are kind of close by right now, in a way.
Yeah. In a manner of speaking.
Yes. So, but what else do we got here? 1767, Samuel Wallace, an English sea captain, sighted Tahiti. This is considered the first European to reach the island. All right.
Huh.
Yeah. All right. Well, back to Mr. Rhombus.
Alrighty. In the year 1778, the British Redcoats evacuate Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and head for New York.
Oh, look at that. Boom, boom.
Oh yeah, in the year 1812, the War of 1812 begins as U.S. declares war against Britain.
Yeah. The war, named after a year, despite it lasting for, what, 2 or 3 years? Yeah. The War of 1812 raged on until 1814. Or something like that. Yep.
The war that ultimately created Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More or less, yeah. Like... And then here we go. Big moment in history.
In 1815, the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon Bonaparte in France, defeated by British forces under Duke of Wellington and Prussian troops under Field Marshal von Blücher. Blücher,
I think.
Blücher?
Something like that. But yeah, the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon's in right there. Why am my voice cracking so much today? Speaking of,
I know. I noticed that in the introduction that you cracked a little there.
Yeah, like I did too.
There you go.
Anyway, Alice. Speaking of Canada.
Yeah. Oh well, as I say, Canada's just an extension of Minnesota, unfortunately.
Well, but we also were talking about like 1812. What, Rhombus?
Begins war against Britain and blah blah blah. Okay, so we have part of the U.S.-Canadian boundary is determined.
Just 10 years after the start of the of that war. That's interesting.
Indeed.
Like exactly to the day.
It looks like the Canadians beat America.
No.
Absolutely. No, kind of. I think. Oh no, they came to an understanding that we would have good, whatever. With one another. There used to be a time, dude. There used to be a time where all you needed was your state ID to go to Canada. You didn't need a passport. But then 9/11 happened, and then you needed one.
Well,
but to go to Mexico, you still needed a passport, and for under a certain age, you could use a birth certificate.
You need a passport to go to Canada and Mexico, like anywhere, and even now, like with all the, especially now with the.
When I went to Mexico, I didn't need a passport though. When I was 12 years old, all I needed to go to Mexico was my birth certificate.
But don't they need passports now just for domestic flights?
Oh, I'm not allowed in Canada. They would deport me because I got naughty behind the wheel.
Yeah, what I'm talking about right now in the States, like.
Oh no, you need a passport to go to Canada now.
Well, yes, but I'm talking about in the States themselves, domestically. If I want.
Oh no, you don't. You just need a state ID, but they want to change it to the real ID.
Yeah, the real
where you
ID.
have to like. Yeah, it's a United statewide thing. Yeah. Well, this was actually implemented after 9/11.
Yeah.
So,
anyway, let's get back on the track here.
Yeah, we can actually let's dabble into that. I'll write that in the peanut. We can talk about that a little quickly in the show tonight. So
yeah.
So, but anyway, what's my next article I gotta do here? Ooh, the first photo.
Well, no,
oh my gosh!
To leave the country,
you didn't even need a driver's license.
Just to
Same with going to Canada.
And it's not because Canada requires a passport. It's because just to leave the U.S. you have to have a passport.
Gotcha.
So if you're heading out of the U.S. doesn't matter what the other country wants. The U.S. needs your passport just to leave. That sounds like a prison. So
yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's move here to 1847. Here, photo of lightning. An American photographer, Thomas Martin Easterly, takes the earliest known photograph of lightning using the daguerreotype, or the daguerreotype, in St. Louis, Missouri.
right.
Oh
And
shit!
you can kind of see here, like let me bigger this here. But you see these.
So yeah.
First known photograph of lightning.
So he had the thing where he had like the cloth over his head and just waited for the right moment. Do you know how hard it is to take a picture of lightning at the right moment, even with a good camera?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
No,
he
that's
did-
why people just have like film and they just take the still out of the film.
Or with your phone, you can actually do like the quick 20-second shutter thing, and you can actually get it that way. Like people now have technology that can do it, but that wasn't available
time.
like 30
You had to
40
time
years
it.
ago.
Yeah, you had to time it. You had to be like, okay, we're about 10 seconds.
Can't
from
believe
lightning.
I have to say 40 years ago. Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
did have the auto, but not like you have now.
Yeah.
So that's actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and is this my last one?
Go for it.
Well, actually, I like this 1863 one right here. After long neglect, Confederates. No, I know. After long neglect, Confederates hurriedly fortify Vicksburg.
Ah.
The one right in the between. I just thought that was a big deal. So now you can move on.
All right, 1864. We have the Battle of Petersburg. Ulysses S. Grant ended 4 days of assault and began a 9-month siege. Wow, that's a long time. You know what a siege is, right?
What?
That's when you went
Yeah, well-
outside of like a city or like a fort or something and just wait them out, supply.
Yeah.
You wait them until they no longer have any food, medical equipment, water, anything like that, and then they're forced to surrender or die. So
Yeah, well, also the reason why I decided to do that other one is I figured you'd want to read that one more than me.
well,
So
it's not about more what we just gotta bring the
Yeah, well,
history to the
yeah.
front here.
There you go.
What we have here, 1872, Women's Suffrage Convention was held at Mercantile Liberty Hall in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. All right.
Still yet to go to Philly.
Yeah, I do got to visit Philadelphia, but when the political climate is a lot less intense, so I'll definitely go. But
Just stay out Kensington area, apparently, is what I've been told.
Speaking of the suffrage, just 1 year later, in 1873, Susan B. Anthony was fined $100 or $2,200 in 2020 value, which will probably be $4,000 a day in just 3 years. But no, seriously, 90% of all money printed has been printed in the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Printing machine goes brr. For voting for U.S. president in Rochester, New York, she refused to pay, and no further action against her was taken. And then now she's on a coin. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the F you bitches.
Yeah.
lady.
Now here's something interesting, Rhombusser.
Oh, all right. In 1879, W.H. Richardson, an African-American inventor, patents the children's carriage, patent number 4055599.
Yeah. The children's
damn.
carriage. Look at that.
Oh,
Sweet.
I would have thought that carriages, children's carriages and such had been around for a lot longer than that, but I guess
Especially in Europe.
yeah.
that's like the only time carriages you see are kind of Victorian style looking anyway, right?
Yeah.
It makes sense. This is during the Victorian era. They used to have like carriers, like baskets that you would carry on your arm. That's how they used to carry them before that.
Okay. Now you know what I want. Whenever I have a kid, this is what I want. Hold on a second. Damn it! Give me.
Oh, like the holster.
I want
Yeah, the baby
I want a
holster.
Yeah. And what I want when you have kids is have your
Dude, yeah, just in case you want to elbow your child in the head.
Quick
Well, this one is better. It's a literal meat shield. It looks like a tactical vest.
Yeah, it's a tactical vest. Like, shoot my baby before you shoot me.
God, that's awful, Alice. We didn't.
Dude, well, that's what it looks
say
like.
the quiet part loud.
Dude, I
Anyway,
can't help that. I mean, am I wrong?
No.
I mean, I better. You know what should be like? You know, like they should do like the Hurt Locker, like bomb gear around the baby chest. Like if like with like a armor, like, you know.
Let's see if
yeah.
Maybe in right. Okay.
No, there's probably not gonna.
I did not get the image I wanted.
You know what? I'll draw a concept and maybe someone can draw it out and sketch it for me in the future.
Make child size. Here we go. Like,
oh, good.
There's a tiny person.
No. I'm talking like, you know, like disarming bomb gear. Like you have, like if you're gonna kill your baby in the front of your chest, you know, you have that bomb gear with all like the padding around it and the helmet and
anyway,
armor. Like you're gonna be carrying like 100 pounds on top of your baby in the front.
Yikes.
You know, you're like, you know.
Alright.
Anywho, let's move on.
Alrighty, in 1892, the brothers Edward and Robert Jordan plant the first macadamia nuts in Oahu, Hawaii.
Oh.
Alright.
Alrighty. In 1898, Steel Pier, first amusement pier, opens in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
All right.
Oh,
sweet.
Oh, so
First amusement
that's
park
cool.
pier.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I still want to go there at least once in my life.
Pretty new metal then.
Yeah. Yeah, like, that was, like, at the tail end of the Industrial Revolution, really? So.
Yeah.
Wow. Miss Alice.
Yeah, I was just looking at this one too. 1908, Japanese immigration to Brazil begins when 781 people arrive in the Santos aboard the Pasato Maru ship.
That's a borderline invasion. Like, legitimately. The first wave of, like, the first immigrants, 781 right out of the chute. Wow.
Yeah, they went from Japan to Brazil, so
there's a lot of Japanese in Brazil.
And this is and when was the Panama Canal finished again? Because that means they had to go all the way down South America and then around to get to Brazil.
Most populated country of Japanese. As of let's see here. What country has the largest Japanese population? Japanese Brazilians are the largest ethnic Japanese community outside of Japan, numbering around 2 million, compared to about 1.5 million in the U.S.
Whoa.
Yeah. There's 2 million.
I had no idea.
Yeah. You know, like
Damn.
Japan, Brazil, and then the U.S.
No, does Brazil actually... No, I didn't think Brazil hit the Pacific. I could have been... I thought like Panama... I thought Panama, like Peru, Chile...
Panama
I mean, Argentina and Chile.
Panama Canal's above.
1904.
Yeah. So it was.
Okay, so at this point, so this is after. So they went through. Yep. So this is 4 years after the canal was finished.
So yeah.
Okay, so that's why it was quicker for them to get there. I was just wondering if they had to go all the way down, like along Argentina, and then back up.
Must have gone through the canal.
Yeah, that was all I was wondering. So.
Yikes.
To Brazil.
Wow.
Yeah, the more you know, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually interesting, because I couldn't remember. I knew that the Panama Canal was built in, like, the early 1900s. I just couldn't remember when it was finished. So, anyway.
What else
So we got 1912 here. We have the Chicago National Republican Convention splits between President Taft and Theodore Roosevelt. After Taft is nominated, Roosevelt and progressive elements of the party formed the Progressive Party, also known as the Bull Moose Party.
The Bull Moose, yeah. And that's why after Theodore Roosevelt got shot giving a speech and kept going for like, what was it, an hour and a half, 2 hours? Like, kept going with a bullet in his chest.
He's like, fuck y'all.
Well, no, he said you can't keep a good bull moose down. Like, you can't keep a bull moose down or something like that.
Theodore Roosevelt also, he loved to, like, travel.
Yeah.
He loved to explore. Like, he was actually a hardcore president,
And
man.
a fact I learned from Sohan, he liked to routinely hold boxing matches in the White House. Like, actually box other people. Come box the president, you know? Like, have at thee. Wah.
Gotcha. Dude,
That
they should
sounds
have
like
that. It should be like a still
Yeah.
going, like, thing. Like, ex-presidents box one another.
Huh.
That's how they do the next election, where they just have them like in an all-out.
About, dude, you know, instead of elections, like, and people voting, whoever wins the match.
Yeah.
What if they
Well,
just
that's
have them
standing.
1v1
We just
in
go right
Black
back to caveman rules. Like, whoever has the... like,
Let's just do it. Like, we still keep the, you know, the standards and practices of our Constitution, except, like, if some challenges the president to a boxing match.
oh my god. Anyway, 1928, U.S. aviator Amelia Earhart became the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean, landing at Buryport, Wales.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, she did. Yep. Hey, Amelia.
And then 1934, U.S. highway planning surveys nationwide authorized. All right. So, building highways and such.
Oh
1936.
my god, dude.
What?
That you're going for it. I was just laughing when I read it.
Oh, 1936, the first bicycle traffic court in the United States was established in Racine, Wisconsin. What? So is that like a traffic court but for bicycles? Like,
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
what?
yes. Because remember, bicycles are considered moving vehicles.
They're pedestrian.
And so,
vehicles.
if you break certain laws, like if you don't, like, properly, like, stop at stop signs and shit like that, they can give you a ticket.
Yep.
I've
First
seen
bicycle
it.
traffic court.
You should ask Louis Kablooey how he almost got in trouble for not stopping at a stop sign on his bicycle by a cop.
I got pulled over once riding to the hookah lounge a long time ago, riding against traffic going through the intersection.
Yeah.
I
See,
pushed the
because
button.
technically that's against the law. You're riding against traffic. You have to ride with traffic on a
Well, he didn't
bicycle.
write you up, huh?
No. Here's what happens. I was crossing the street. I pushed the button, so I had the thing on, and it was a motorcycle cop. But he wasn't looking. He wasn't paying attention. You're supposed to look both ways as a driver. Yeah. He was mainly looking over here because he wanted to make a right turn, and he almost ran into me. Then he pulled me over and started he pulled out his little book. According to law, it's like, according to the law, you're supposed to look both ways, officer. So don't harass me because you're ineptitude, you know. And then he pretty much effed off.
Well, if you were on the wrong side of the road, technically you were caught driving down the wrong side of the road, and some asshole cop can actually give you a ticket for it because when you're in a bicycle, or like scooter, or whatever,
He
like
almost
you
hit
have.
me. He was clearly
I
not
know,
paying
it's from-
attention. So
He may have hit you,
up,
but you
I was
were on the
taking
wrong
report
side of the
and then
road.
Strip him of his badge.
You're
Anyway,
both
let's
at
move on up
fault.
here. 1938, baseball slugger Babe Ruth was signed as a Brooklyn Dodgers coach for the remainder of the season. Yeah. And
Oh damn!
let's see here.
Oh,
Mr.
I love that
Roser.
hat.
Yeah, I like that hat too.
I know.
Oh, that is fancy hat.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
a very fancy looking
It
hat.
looks
It's
like
De
a
Gaulle,
train
man.
conductor.
In the year 1940, General Charles de Gaulle, whatever, I'm just gonna call him Gaulle or Goulash. I'm gonna call him Charles Goulash.
Just call me Jacques.
Makes his first speech on the BBC to the French people since arriving in London, an appeal to defy Nazi occupiers, regarded as the beginning of the French resistance during World War II.
Yep.
Yeah, that didn't last very
That's
long.
guy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that maybe lasted a few days.
De Gaulle is De Gaulle shit. Oh, here we go. Take this one.
Oh.
Here, 1940.
Same day, while De Gaulle was doing that, creating the French. What the fuck is wrong with my voice? Creating the.
Well,
French
also
resistance.
same day.
Am I doing puberty 2, electric boogaloo? What's going on?
Dude, you need some water. Take a sip of water,
Yeah,
buddy.
need some water. So, what else happened in 1940?
Winston Churchill.
In 1940, Winston Churchill gives his first "This was the finest hour" speech to the House of Commons, urging perseverance in the war after the Dunkirk evacuation and the fall of France.
Not to mention, at the same time, all the slaughter of pigs, of cows, pigs, and chickens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
British were so lucky they didn't get
Yeah, all
totally
on the same
Completely
day.
skipped it.
Yep. What were you
But
saying?
no,
I'm just saying that British were so lucky they didn't get totally annihilated.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And they're also lucky that America came in and carried everybody on their backs.
Oh, yeah.
Even though
oh,
despite
shit
losing
snacks, dude. Look at
a million
1941,
people.
though.
Yeah, I saw that, too.
No, Americans weren't in yet.
I mean,
Alex.
sure, we had the highest death rate, but like
All right.
we still rolled through them like a steamroller on asphalt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we also had some bad fucking calls there. But
Yeah,
we're
our
going to do
casualties-
2 days at the
What
same
happened
time
was-
here.
What happened was Germany started a war, with a mechanized army with the Blitzkrieg, but most of their army was still like horses and buggies. Like only like 8 to 10% of their military was actually mechanized, at least in the ground forces. And the
Which
U.S.
is one of
was an
the-
actual mechanized army, so we came in there. We just steamrolled over them. And they tried to lash out one more time with the Battle of the Bulls, but that didn't last too long.
That was
So-
the last ditch stand.
Yeah, no,
Boy,
they thought
were
they had a
phenomenal.
chance,
Yeah.
but then
took over Europe.
they
Really
lacked
fast.
Well,
technology.
because of the Luftwaffe as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
oh, that was huge.
Yeah. But Miss
Yeah,
Alice,
no.
So we do have 1941 and 1942, same day, different years. Turkey signs a peace treaty with Nazi Germany, but in 42, Bernard W. Robinson becomes the first African American ensign in the U.S. Navy.
all right,
Ah.
cool.
We also have, we have 1943, we have the SS police in Amsterdam sentenced 12 resistance fighters to death for the firebombing at the Census Records Bureau in March.
Oh man, yikes.
So those are my 3. Oh, but there's also a sinking of a submarine.
Yeah, I saw that, but we're already over a half hour, and we're at 45.
I
We
know.
gotta move
Let's move up.
1945, William Joyce, aka Lord Ha-Ha, this guy, fascist politician and Nazi propaganda broadcaster, was charged with treason in England. Good. That guy, he was, about Tokyo, Rose?
Tokyo
Right?
Rose.
Yeah. He was essentially like the Nazis' Tokyo Rose,
Ah,
for them.
yeah,
So he was not good.
yeah.
He was a bad guy.
Very bad man.
Yeah, a fascist politician and Nazi propagandist. So, not a good guy.
My
Yeah,
brother
very terrible
Well,
human
part
being.
of the British Crown has been there to be
Woman
rumored to have
found guilty of
But
being a
not
Tokyo
me.
Rose in this country.
Say that again? People were talking over you.
My brother was good friends with Tokyo Rose, who was found guilty in this country of
Oh,
being
yeah.
Tokyo Rose, even though she wasn't.
Oh.
Oh,
who's
wow.
Rose?
Well, a number of people. But
Oh.
it's a long story. I'm not gonna
Okay,
go into
so
that.
Tokyo Rose was more of a persona, not
Yeah.
an actual person.
Right.
That was
Yeah, it was more
operated by
just a
multiple,
multi-
but she was
It was
one of
more.
the people.
Yeah, it was
She
more
was-
like a cult.
Here,
It was almost
after
like a
the
cult.
war,
No, it
she
wasn't a
was-
cult.
She was put on trial and convicted of being Tokyo Rose.
Yeah.
Even though she
Robinson.
never was. She's never part of that group. Or
Oh,
anything.
okay. Robinson, to let you know what Tokyo Rose was, it was a person, well, it was thought to be one person, but it was multiple people portraying as one person. But they essentially broadcasted Japanese propaganda
To the American,
to the U.S.
fighters.
because they could speak English and such.
Yeah.
And the specific person that the loon here is talking about is a family friend of ours who she went to Japan to visit her dying mother or something, and then while she was there, Pearl Harbor happened, and we declared war, and then she was stuck in Japan as a detained U.S. citizen until the end of the war. So, yeah. But because she was native Japanese and everything, everybody, our government or the
Put her on
sentencing,
trial.
she was put on trial, and she was found guilty of being one of the people, despite not being one of the people who portrayed Tokyo Rose. So, it's a really interesting thing, to look into. So, but anyway, moving on up here to 1959, we have the first telecast transmitted from England to U.S. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, skipping on up. 1961, CBS Radio canceled Gunsmoke. Huh.
Oh man, there you go. Good old Gunsmoke.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I didn't even know you were gone. 1963.
My thingy-majigger got a little funky, so.
1963, 3,000 blacks boycotted Boston public school to protest de facto segregation. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't blame them. You know.
Ooh.
Anyway, let's move on to Rhombus here. I think it was his turn. I'm not sure. Like we keep going into tangents, so.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I don't know.
So let's just go back to you.
Right.
We just did 4. Just to balance it
All
out
right.
again.
In the year 1967, closing day of the Monterey International Pop Festival, Southern California. First major U.S. appearances of Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, The Who, and Otis Redding.
Wow, all 4 of those at once.
Yeah.
That must have been a hell of a show.
You're not kidding.
Weird.
Wow.
Well, why didn't
Three of
they
the
highlight
all-time
The Who?
greats.
That's the
Redding
real
is still
question.
something, but yeah.
What were you saying, Rob?
But why didn't they highlight The Who?
No
That's
kidding.
right.
Well, The Who is a
It's sometimes this website can be a little finicky with things.
well, The Who is a group, not one person, whereas the other
Yeah,
3
The Who-
highlighted ones are people. So,
Come on, Keith Moon, he's considered one of the most notorious drummers of all time.
yeah.
Janis Joplin, she's one of my.
Well, like, I'm talking about
favorite
drummer,
women.
not vocals,
Rock
but
and
Janis
roll.
Joplin, she's got a fucking voice.
Oh, and a soul that wouldn't quit.
Oh, dude, she had that great raspy but soul. She had, like, all the range. She could do anything she put her mind to. Just, unfortunately, she succumbed to her,
Yep.
libations that she loved so much.
She succumbed to her demons.
Yes, her demons or libations at the same
Yep.
time. Yeah.
Alrighty. In the year, do you want me to read the highlighted one or the one that you
the
that
one
you?
that I highlighted. Unless
Okay.
you want to read that one, like, I don't want to dictate what you read. If you want to read it, go for
Oh
it.
no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, no, I'll read that one for 73. In the year 1973, NCAA makes urine testing mandatory for participants. Good. That was a good thing.
Yeah, Kirk Flood is really important though in '72.
Go ahead and read it.
Drug testing.
In 1972, the U.S. Supreme Court 5-3 confirms lower court rulings in the Kurt Flood case, upholding baseball's exemption from antitrust laws.
That's the foundation of free agency for all the players.
Ah,
There you go.
Yeah.
Before that, they were owned by the clubs. 100%.
well, here's another sports one for Ramos, and then we'll go to Alice.
Ooh. In 1976, Bowie Kuhn voids Oakland A's sales of players, totaling about $35 million. Joe Rudy and Raleigh Fingers. Yeah, Raleigh Fingers.
What a name.
Yeah.
To the Boston Red Sox, and Vita Blue to the New York Yankees.
Rolly Fingers sounds like the street name of someone who can make joints really good. Hey, look, it's Rolly
See, or
Fingers.
sounds like
Raleigh,
a
not
mob.
Raleigh, it's Raleigh.
Oh.
Sounds like a mobster name. Rolly Fingers is what we call them.
It's tight-lipped Jim. It's Rolly Fingers. It's squealing Jimmy.
Sounds like something you hear out of fucking the movie Casino with, like, Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci and all them. All them people. I think Ray Liotta, might have been. No, I don't think Ray Liotta was up, but Ray Liotta was in Goodfellas. Anyway, so we have a music history here.
Favorite band.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, no, we have a music history here. In 1977, the Sex Pistols, Johnny Rotten, and Paul Cook beaten by a group of rabble-rousers outside of a London pub.
Whoops.
Yikes.
Yeah, they got beat up. Well,
Yeah, that happens.
they probably had it coming.
Well, check this out.
We also have 1977, a space shuttle test model, Enterprise. carries a crew aloft for the first time who was fixed to a modified Boeing 747.
So that's when they were the transport craft.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they landed out here in California and they don't have a launch facility out here, so they actually literally put it on top of a plane and fly back to Florida.
Yeah.
Or wherever.
Well, yeah, well, that's what they did with the, what was it, the last one of those glider shuttles comes into the atmosphere and lands on a runway. They did that on a Boeing 747 again. That's how they transferred. Like, also, in James Bond Moonraker, they do it too, and actually, like, the shuttle launches from the 747 and blows up the 747. And it's also, like, we'll just, let's just move on.
You know, you have these jumbo jets flying around carrying a space shuttle, yet the airline transit people have the audacity to charge me an overweight, charge on my luggage. Screw you! You know?
Well, actually, there's no passengers in that except for the pilots, crew.
Don't give me facts that deteriorates my point.
All right. Anyways, let's go to 1975 or 79. I mean, well, actually, no. Yeah, let's. I don't want to do a cricket one, but we got 1979. Billy Martin becomes Yankee manager second time, replacing Bob Lemon.
Huh.
Why do we care? It's highlighted.
Oh,
all right,
but this one. Oh, God.
Someone else. Oh, this one.
Oh my God.
All right, we have in 1980 Indian human computer Shakuntala Devi sets a world record by mentally multiplying two random 13-digit numbers in 28 seconds. She correctly answers that
million, but trillion.
Is that 7 trillion? 686,369,774,870 times 2,465,099,000. No, that's billion.
28 seconds.
Yeah, anyways, equals 18. Is that quadrillion?
I don't have a clue.
Quadrillion.
Dude, that's like 18 quadrillion 90. No, that's more than quadrillion.
Let me just look
Oh my lord, dude.
How do you say in words? Okay, here we go. Is 18 septillion 947 sextillion 668 quintillion 177 quadrillion 995 trillion 426 billion 462,773,730.
Is that our debt in 10 years?
What?
I was literally going to say, the U.S. is, I was going to literally interrupt Alice. Equals the U.S.'s national debt.
We were so far off on quadrillion.
Oh my God.
Dude, septillion to, you should just let me try to read that one.
Go for it.
No, we're wasting time if I do it.
Yeah, we are.
I'll try. Just let me try it later on. Maybe we'll try it in the peanut.
Yeah.
Just for funsies. All right, we have an event of interest in 1983. Seventh shuttle mission Challenger 2 launches Sally Ride as first U.S. woman in space. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see here. I believe that is now my turn, and I'm...
yeah, it is your turn.
1986, U.S. House of Representatives approved a bill to impose stricter sanctions on apartheid South Africa. Yes, I agree. They're doing a disservice to, humanity. So, 1991, Everything I Do It For You, single released by Bryan Adams, later received the Billboard Song of the Year in 1991. Right.
Yeah, that was for the movie Robin Hood, King of Thieves, with Kevin Costner and Alan Rickman. And also Christian Slater was in there. Yeah, it was a good movie.
Now here's something. 1994, the Gay Games opened in New York City. What the hell is that?
What? The Happy Games?
The Gay Games? I mean,
the Happy Games?
That gives GG a whole new meaning. But,
where's your dad?
Let's
gives GG a whole new meaning.
1994 Gay Games held in June in New York City to coincide with the 25th anniversary of the Stonewall riots. The modern start of the LGBTQ movement in the U.S., or LGBT back in the day, used to be called, overtook the Olympics in size with 10,864 athletes compared to 9,356 at the 1992 Barcelona Olympics and 10,318 at the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. All right, so they had more athletes in the Olympics. Wow. Huh. I did not know that.
You know what's funny is I used to remember it was just Pride Week, but then it became Pride Month somehow.
Yeah, I don't know why we condensed
everyone was a week, and I thought a week was good enough. But I mean, nothing against them or anything.
There shouldn't be a week or a month or anything for anything.
Yeah, I don't think we should just celebrate life and acceptance for everybody. In all honesty, everybody's equal. Nobody's better than another, in my opinion. We're all equal.
Well, I mean, what's his face? Not Samuel L. Jackson. What's the other black actor?
Denzel Washington.
No. The guy.
Morgan Freeman.
That guy. Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, he said about that, why do we have a Black History Month and everything?
Yeah, he said, he was being interviewed by a guy, and he's like, oh, do you like Black History Month? He's like, no, I don't like it. He's like, why? He's like, do you want a Jew History Month? Like, no, why not? That's why I don't want a Black History Month. I mean, we are Americans. We are citizens of this country. Why are we separating ourselves?
Why do we celebrate someone's sexuality?
Yeah.
What the hell are we doing? Who cares?
Yeah.
I don't care about your sexuality. I care about your personality.
Whatever you are, just enjoy it. Move on.
All I care about is your personality. Your sexuality and gender do not define you. Your content of character defines you, and that's what I like about
an entire conversation that I don't think is safe to be broadcasting on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Anyways, and we also need to move on. So
1996, Ted Kaczynski, suspected of being a Unabomber, was indicted on 10 criminal counts. Yep. So,
good Lord, I remember when that was happening.
And then I'm going to close out this century here, 1999. Hindi film Hum Dil Di Shuku Sanam, what a name, premiered directed by Sanjay Leela Bahansade, starring Salman Khan, AJ Devgan, and Aishwarya Rai. Salman Khan, is that a salmon version of Genghis Khan?
I love her hair. Her hair's so pretty. She's a pretty person.
This guy kind of looks like Louis Rossman a little bit.
He looks like the guy who does the Jimmy John commercials.
The what?
The Jimmy John commercials now.
Never heard of those.
The guy he was like the brother and Everybody Loves Raymond. His eyes just remind me of that. And, shoot.
I did not plan this. I'm not even kidding. This just happened. It's Ramos' turn, and he just won't shut up about this franchise.
Alright, go ahead, Ramos.
It is the best franchise, okay? You can't change my mind on that.
Cargo Space.
Cargo
Space.
Dude, Tokyo Drift was a garbage movie, alright? Tokyo Drift was garbage.
You cannot turn down Vin Diesel. You cannot.
You
cannot deny him of him being awesome.
Dude, he's a one-note actor. Alright?
Tell me why.
So was Paul Walker. May he rest in peace, but Paul Walker was also a one-note actor.
Alice, shut up and let him talk.
Don't you diss Paul Walker, okay? I share a birthday with that man. Do not diss him.
Read the bloody article.
Sure, go ahead, read.
Yeah. In 2001, The Fast and the Furious, aka Family Part 1, film directed by...
Oh, God. I haven't even seen the damn movie.
Part 1 of 13. It's part 1 of 12. Actually, technically part 1 of 13 because there is that spin-off.
Part 1 of what will be 20.
Anywho, film directed by Rob Cohen, starring Paul Walker, Vin Diesel, and Michelle Rodriguez, premieres.
You know what? I just realized that the Fast and Furious franchise is basically like a car lover's version of The Land Before Time.
Yeah,
real.
Because
it really is.
They have they're up to part 25 or something now. Seriously, they have so many movies. Remember?
There's no way
they got to 7 and 8 and everything, and I kind of quit.
They sit there. I find it funny. They complain about the Fast and Furious having too many movies. Bruh, James Bond has 25 movies.
God,
but James Bond is dude. Don't know. No. You don't even
they
go
have
there.
too many.
Right?
And 3/4 of them are villains. The rest of them are...
Fast and the Furious is my James Bond, okay? Like,
most movies in a
so
series.
except I heard that the
Iron
last
Man,
James Bond got woke,
James
but
Bond,
we're not
Harry
even gonna.
Potter.
We're not even. Yeah.
James Bond.
No.
Has,
I don't even want to hear
25
it. They're
films?
out there, dude. It's been going on for almost 60 years now. Okay,
Wait a minute,
60
hold on.
years.
I got you guys both that. I got you guys both beat. The wrong
Oh,
thing.
I think I know.
It's
Ronnie,
like
that's
the longest
even
running
worse.
franchise
Have a
of all
debate.
time, with a staggering 123 films belonging to a series that's been running for 7 decades now. Holy shit!
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
That is like 25 was a lot, but 123 is too many for
Wow.
one franchise.
Yikes.
Okay, another series that's also very
mean-
long is Doctor Who. So I mean,
Oh, well, that's
Well,
a
that's a
TV
TV
series.
show.
That's something else.
I was gonna say that's a TV series.
Yeah, but
I think
movie-wise,
Star Trek got
but no.
that beat. So.
I think, dude, Romulus, I think we're gonna have to have a special for Peanut about what's better, James Bond or Fast and the Furious.
Fast and the Furious has the power of family, and
Nope.
like $7 billion in just
No,
in
well,
box
anyway,
office.
let's just move on. We gotta
Yeah,
keep
what
history
happened in
going.
2003?
What happened in
Ooh.
2003 is, geez.
In 2003, Google launches AdSense, a program that enables website publishers to serve ads targeted to the specific content of their individual web pages. Many of which, like on this day, when then HistoryOrb.com go on to start their own publishing businesses.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
that's awesome.
Oh, well,
Cool.
And speaking
Hey,
of
can I
Doctor
take-
Who,
Can I take this one? Because I
Go-
just, there's
go
a
for
thing
it. I
about
think it's
him.
your turn anyway now.
Yeah, 2005, David Tennant's first appearance as the 10th Doctor in the BBC Doctor Who episode, The Parting of the Ways.
Ah,
Was, dude, yeah, no, like, actually, he's my favorite Doctor. So, Anyways, in 2006, we have the first Kazakh space satellite, Kazat, is launched.
Kazakhstan is launching satellites now. That's cool.
Oh yeah, and then we also have an album release in 2010, Recovery, the 7th studio album by Eminem is released, best-selling album worldwide in 2010. I don't even
Alright.
think I listened to it
I've heard of it.
that much. I'm pretty sure I've heard it, but oh shit, snacks. Can I take this one right here? 15
there's
people are
a lot
killed
of
and
death.
40 injured in a suicide attack in Babuka, Iraq in 2012.
Yeah,
That's,
and you got like
Lady
2
Death.
more suicides in 2013.
Oh, okay, can I take these ones on?
Sure.
All right, 27 people in 2013 are killed and 30 are injured by a suicide bomb in Shergarth in Pakistan. And 31 people also the same day are killed and 60 injured by suicide bombings in Iraq, Baghdad. So, in Al-Qira. I'm sorry.
Baghdad.
Yeah.
So on 2013
27
alone, 2 suicide bombings resulted in 58 deaths.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's in same day, same year. Like, one's in Baghdad, one's in Pakistan.
And while that was happening in 2013 as well, Russia passed a law banning foreign same-sex couples from adopting children. What the hell? Okay.
Oh.
So wait, if they're a domestic same-sex couple, they can adopt children? Actually, I don't think domestic same-sex is even allowed in Russia. So
No, that you can go to jail for being gay out there.
yeah.
So it's kind of funny, like we had this one lady who went out there with a illegal substance, who happens to be, she likes the same sex. She goes out to a country that does not welcome her.
Oh, you're talking about that idiot who we traded for a terrorist?
For the Merchant of Death, yeah.
Yeah. Yikes. What else do we have here? 2015, Pope Francis blamed human selfishness for global warming in his encyclical named Laudato Si, be praised, on the care of our common home. All right.
Like when the church becomes corrupt, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Well, and when was it never corrupt? But I believe Jesus didn't believe that you needed a church to practice your faith. You just needed to practice it to God and yourself. I think it's a personal relationship, but you also should spread the word as well.
This is why I'm an omnist. So, but anyway, Ramasur, I believe it is now. Is it your turn?
Yeah, it's Romney.
Oh yes, it is indeed my turn. In 2018, U.S. President Trump orders the U.S. military to set up 6th branch of the military, the Space Force.
Dude, you need to have your camera up so you can have the hand gestures.
I'm trying to have the hand gestures in the frame as well.
He's doing it. He's doing the hand gestures for me because I don't feel like turning the camera on. I'm too lazy to do that.
We're gonna build a space. We're going to build a space wall. It's going to be a beautiful wall with flashing lights. Trust me.
The wall just got 50 feet bigger.
Yeah.
The wall just got 10 feet taller.
Actually, that just reminds me, the end of X-Files, they literally said we're going to build a wall. Hold on a second. Let me bring it up here. So I got to show it to you, Ramas. Let's
show it after the show. Let's finish up the history, though.
I'm just bringing it up so I don't forget.
Yeah.
But, oh my goodness.
China. Do the hand gestures, Xander. You gotta do the hand, like the hand dip.
China. Anyway, read.
In 2019, China has been forcibly harvesting organs from marginalized groups in prison camps on a significant scale, according to an international tribunal in London.
I'm just gonna
you could either do it with Donald Trump's voice, or you could do it with Alex Jones' voice with that one, really.
I mean,
or you could do it Biden, you just have to end it with no joke.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, what the hell?
No joke.
They're harvesting body parts, no joke.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And also 29.
No joke, man.
What the hell is this?
Oh my God, we got. Oh, where are we at? We're 2019.
Alice,
Which one do we got? Oh, God damn it. In 2019, we have sex-changing Australian bush tomato study published by in journal Phytokeep, detailing how Solanum plastixium oh my God, it's just a horrible word.
Solanum plastixium.
Solanum plastixium. Yeah, can change from male to female to hermaphrodite.
What?
This is in 2019, yeah.
So it's apparently an actual tomato that
it has decided to have a sex change.
Freely change sexes or have both, be both at the same time.
I get what it says.
That hurts
Sex
my brain.
changing Australian bush tomato. Okay, yeah.
I mean,
you know,
on a break note,
Australia, sex changing bush.
Dude, you're thinking.
I mean, on a bright note.
They got the Australian part.
Guys.
Well, it is down under.
I need Xander. I need you to change my pronouns to sex-changing Australian bush tomato, please.
You could make a better play on that after I said it.
No, but
Crikey.
Pronouns are now sex-changing Australian bush tomato. So I want you guys to all identify me as a sex-changing Australian bush potato.
You guys were having your own conversation.
Xander, can you just change my name from Staples to that, please?
Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Bro, my inner
I can't get myself, so this is my new pronoun, everybody, and I want to be identified as this. And if I want to, you should probably put in parentheses.
There we go. Sex-changing Aussie bush tomato. Okay, there we go.
No,
I can't make it Australian.
My stepmother is going to be so proud of me.
Oh my God. Anyway, let's get back on track here. Well,
Yes, I have this one here. We have 2019, the U.S. president. Wait.
Sorry.
2019, two 14-year-old boys become the youngest in Irish history to be convicted of murder when found guilty in the murder and sexual assault of a 14-year-old girl in Dublin.
Yikes. Yikes.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's dark.
Yeah.
That just made my heart sink. My chest feels sinking.
Well, just yesterday, actually, it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, I reported on the youngest...
Up there.
The youngest person to be executed, I believe, in the States was a black kid who was around the same age, 14. So,
yeah.
It was a whole thing.
Dude, I've been seeing this one where there's like these two like 14, 15-year-old girls and some like 16-year-old guy, and they think they're only going to be spending jail up until they're 18. And they don't realize that murder means that after you are 18, you go to real pound in the ass prison.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, I'm going to try and find out what that whole like murder thing is. But anyways, let's go to 2020 here, the event of interest. We have U.S. Supreme Court rules Obama-era Dreamers program, the DACA, enabling undocumented migrant children ability to study and work and stay. Happen.
But wasn't there a law, like, because I know we covered this like a couple days ago on the History Show. There was a law that said that all children, no matter what, are entitled to education. So
yeah, well, they are. They should.
But this DACA is just reiterating that, so it should be invalid. Because like they already had the rights. Why is he saying that they have the rights when they already have the rights? You know.
Well, they're undocumented. They're technically not citizens. That's what
the thing said. Citizens or otherwise, children, all children, domestic and foreign and otherwise, all children in the United States of America, no matter what, have the right to an education.
You know what I do? If parents do not, if parents get... Let's actually... No, I have an idea. I gotta put this one in, too.
Well, no, Alice, I'm letting you know there's already a law passed.
Yeah, I know.
That exists.
Yeah.
Before this, well before this. But anyway, let's move on up here. 2020 as well, world record for the greatest duration for a single lightning flash of 17.1 seconds during a thunderstorm over Uruguay and Argentina, according to World Meteorological Organization. Wow. A lightning bolt just like there.
Seconds?
It's just there, just frozen.
Whoa.
Kind of like a scene right out of Kratos fighting Thor when that lightning bolt thing froze. So, wow.
This feels familiar.
2021, we got a record 82 million people were now forcibly displaced, or over 1% of the world's population, according to the United Nations Refugee Agency. Yikes. So, and then 2022, Academy Motion Picture Arts and Sciences apologized to Sacheen Littlefeather for the treatment she received when she declined an Oscar on behalf of actor Marlon Brando in 1973. Alright. And Rhombus, do you want to take the last three? And then we'll wrap it up?
Yes! Indeed I will. In the year 2022, attacks on Oromia, Western Ethiopia, targeting the Amhara people, leave a reported 250 dead, killed by Oromo rebels. Amid worsening ethnic conflict in the country.
Yikes.
Dang. Also in 2022, flooding in Bangladesh and nearby Indian states leave 4 million stranded without electricity, with at least 41 dead as monsoon floods become more frequent and extreme.
And that reminds me, like South Africa right now is having an extreme power crisis. They actually have up to 11 hours or even more of the day, you'll be without power, and it's staggered. So depending on where you're at, in the area, you can have power from between 2 in the morning until 4, and then you'll have it at like 11 to 1, and then you'll have it at like 2 to 7. It staggers, depending on things. But like any
imagine that happens
on average, like at least 11 hours every day without power randomly.
But you get my understanding they don't know for sure when it's going to be up. It just turns off.
No, they have schedules.
They do have schedules.
They do have schedules, and there's actually an app that they use that it shows you your schedule, so that way
you can power your phone.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, you know, like you have like a certain amount of time to power your devices, your phone, your tablet, your computer, whatever it is that you do. But like, think about this: you can't operate a business, especially restaurants, like that. A lot of businesses are closing because of that, like severe power problems.
Guess what?
Chicken butt.
Today's Paul McCartney's birthday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's right here, and I was just looking on this day. It says, Sir Paul McCartney, born June 18th, 1942, in Liverpool, England.
Cool.
So, might as well just, pull that one up. Oh, yeah.
Let's get this last
apparently
one.
Anastasia was born today in 1901.
Who?
Anastasia.
Oh, Anastasia. Oh, okay. The daughter of
Roger Ebert and Blake Shelton as well.
All right, Alice, we're trying to do the show here. Romister, can you read this last one? Romister?
Oh, yeah, hang on.
Okay, well, I'll say
all right.
Sorry.
Also in 2022, Lithuania bans the passage of EU-sanctioned goods across the territory and into Russian enclave of Kaliningrad.
I guess that's because of the war. So,
yeah.
We're approaching what, the second year now? Like, when did it start?
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
Just had a year, and now we've gone into the second. Yeah.
Wow. Yikes. Anyway, that shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may find interesting, including but unlimited to all things Omni Coalition, which in itself includes
my YouTube channel and Instagram.
Yep. For your dose of Passive Insanely, we stream every day at 11 in the morning Pacific time, which is 12 Mountain, 1 Central.
And
2 p.m. Eastern.
For all of you and all of us, I am Xander.
And I am the Rhombuster.
I am the lovely who is Alice.
Golden Loon.
And you, of course, are you. And until you catch us tomorrow, or if you're interested in a, whatever, topic, style of show, like the Cake Peanut is a fun show. We have quite a bit of topics to discuss. We have that every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, so that's coming up. So until you see us again, whenever that is, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!
Be cool. Thanks. Cool.